how's it going, everybody? Flint from Flint and Steel Survival, bringing you this video today on my top 4 gentlemen's folders for Jim over at Nicest Knives. He tagged his whole audience, and I'm going to do the same thing. If you're watching this video and feel interested to do it, go ahead. Right now on this table I have 8 blades. We're going to have to whittle them down to the top 4, and we're going to see where that gets me. My choices for gentlemen's blades are going to be quite a bit different than other people's. These are carryability and just classiness. It's not size, it's not, a style of blade. It's just what I think is a classy blade that you could easily carry. In Utah, we have the luxury of carrying a blade this size and not having any problems. So first up is my titanium handled Bird Cara 2. Ultra thin, very lightweight. You can fit this in the waistband of basketball shorts all day long. Sorry, I kicked the table. Super light. You could carry this anywhere on your person, and for the weight you get a very large, big, usable blade that you can use for almost any EDC task. Huge size locking blade. It's got the little, what is that called, David Boy dent on the back. Makes it just ridiculous. Normally it'll just fall, but excellent EDC blade, and I definitely would call this classy enough to be a gentleman's blade. It's got some nice lines. Next up, we are going to go with a pair of the same knife. This is the Boker Excalibur. This is the G10 with blue, anodized blue titanium single spacer, or single liner. It's got the liner lock, blue anodized pocket clip, and a red alternate side spacer. Just looks very classy. If people didn't know how to open it, you could easily make this look like a just a regular one-handed or two-handed opening knife, but you also have the usability of the front flipper. Boker makes a sick knife. Let's pull out the other one. And this one I'm going to try to show you the action. I'm doing it left-handed, so bear with me. There you go. I didn't flick it. It's just so smooth. Let me put my right hand in here. I didn't flip it, so I just used its own momentum. This one's the full carbon fiber. It's a Decade Edition, 2 carbon fiber sides. It has the pocket clip up on the top. It has double anodized titanium spacers. Same liner lock. Just ridiculously smooth. When it wants to be, and when I'm not using my left hand, I suppose. Gorgeous knife. It looks like my pocket clip's coming a little loose. I'll have to tighten that right after this video. Don't want that falling off. That would be a huge bummer. But that's definitely one of my top gentlemen's folders. It looks classy. It doesn't look too intimidating. It's not a tactical blade, really. It's very usable, very nice, and killer action for what they are. The Decade Edition's obviously going to be a lot classier than the G10, so I'm going to move this one straight out of the running right now. So far we've got 2. Those are always willing to change though. Next up is going to be a custom. This is my D Mello custom knife. This is his friction folder, made out of a file, aluminum handle, all one piece. Gorgeous texturing on it. I definitely would clarify this as a gentleman's folder. This is a more typical single non-locking blade, very slim, very small, would fit in any pocket easily. Just absolutely love this guy. It's razor blade sharp. It stayed that way the whole time I've had it. Super lightweight with that aluminum handle and just the file blade, and then a single screw. Very easy to take down and clean. This guy looks really clean, really nice. So that's going to be one of my picks. Next up is the typical UK friendly gentleman's folder. This is a 1-inch blade, basically 1.5 inches, I think it was, 3 inches overall. Teeny tiny, but obviously you could carry that in any situation, not intimidate anybody. But still a nice Spyderco, pretty beefy, pretty strong. So I'm going to throw that straight out. That's not going to be in my top 4. So far, those 3 are pretty good contenders. Next up is going to be the Leatherman Juice, and the reason I think this particular model is a gentleman's blade, nice slip joint style blade, very sharp, very good shape. nobody's really going to freak out at the size, but you also have all the usability of the tools inside. Nice orange scale. You've got, you know, full usability of all those tools. You've got a really nice pair of pliers. And this model in particular would make you a gentleman, because you could open wine at restaurants or, you know, out and about with your lady friend. You can open their wine bottle. And this one has a little bead on it from Luke over at DLC Custom Knives. I took this off the karambit, put it on here because it fits perfectly with this color scheme. I think I'm going to knock this one out of the top 4. Very nice, very good looking blade, but I know 2 of them coming up that have to be in this top 4. Next up is my fake pearl handle straight razor. This is a very classy blade. You know, people used to shave with them all the time. This is a master cutlery. It's nothing special, but if you've seen my top 5 movies of all time, it's the identical one to the scene from Reservoir Dogs I played, where the cop gets his ear cut off and his face all slashed up. So that's why I bought this. I have carried my cowboy boot just like him before, and I've always just found this to be a very classy piece. Obviously it's not really EDC or an EDC size, but it's a very classy blade, so I thought I had to include it. Next up, down to 2. This is my Jake Parker. As soon as I say that, probably everybody knows what it's going to be. This is my full brass Balisong with a file blade. Razor blade sharp. Jake Parker right there. I consider this to be a gentleman's folder because of how nice the materials are, how small and compact it is, how good it looks, and that's a conversation piece. In Utah, we're legal to carry these. I would have no problem seeing somebody at my work flip one of these out. You can obviously two-hand open it so it looks a little less scary, I guess. But very usable blade, very nice. I love the brass. It just looks really, really expensive. And anything that looks expensive is definitely going to be a gentleman's carry. Maybe this isn't the blade you're going to carry to church, but I don't go to church, so that doesn't really affect my life. But that is definitely securing a spot in the top 4. Finally, this is my build Chives lever Leto by AKC Italy. It's a stag handle lever lock switchblade knife. I've used and abused this guy since I was like 16 years old. I think it's when my dad bought this for me. I had my eye on this guy forever, and he finally would let me have one. He actually bought it for my birthday, I believe, and I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. I definitely want to say that a switchblade is a gentleman's knife. You know, a lot of the mobsters back in the day would carry these, and if they're not gentlemen, I don't know who were. You know, they were like the classic cool gentleman guy. You know, obviously they weren't gentlemen to the people they were beating up and extorting all the time, but, you know, just cool suit jackets all the time. And I think just the stiletto switchblade is quintessential to the gentleman lifestyle, honestly. They're cool world over. Everybody knows what kind of design this is. Maybe they don't know the lever lock per se, but they definitely know switchblades and stilettos, and it just has the classic cool look. So this is going to go in my top 4 for sure, which means we have to eliminate the Juice. Sorry, Juice. So once again, my top 4 are going to be my friction folder by Leatherman Custom Knives, little aluminum, really lightweight. My stiletto, Italian, AKC Italy, stag handle, gorgeous switchblade. Then my Boker Excalibur Decade Edition in carbon fiber and titanium. And finally, my Jake Parker Brass Custom Balisong. So if I was going to rank those, it would be the Bally, probably the Stiletto, then the D-Mellow, and then the Boker. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.